Alrighty. I know there's nobody here right now, so we're just gonna go ahead and get into it. I'm itching to play this game again, so that's what I'm gonna do. Starting a new survival world.
Attention. Hull failure imminent. All personnel abandon ship. Launch in 3, 2,
Oh,
1.
I made a small little error here. There we go. Hopefully the sound's not too loud.
You have suffered minor head trauma. This is considered an optimal outcome. This PDA has now rebooted in emergency mode with one directive: to keep you alive on an alien world. Please refer to the databank for detailed survival advice. Good luck.
Well, great start.
The Aurora suffered orbital hull failure. Cause unknown. Zero human life signs detected. Alien life forms may have unexpected applications. Utilizing alien resources is a proven survival strategy. Oxygen.
love the music in this game.
Copper is an essential component of all powered equipment. Your probability of survival has just increased to unlikely, but plausible. New blueprint acquired. Weapons were removed from standard survival blueprints following the massacre on Abraxas Prime. The knife remains the only exception. New blueprint acquired. The scanner can be used to synthesize blueprints from salvage technology and to record alien biological data. Lubricant is essential in construction of vehicles and power plants. Self-scan complete. Vital signs normal. Continuing to monitor. New blueprint acquired. Life on this planet grows in unusually distinct and diverse ecological biomes. Further study recommended. 30 seconds. Detecting increased local radiation levels. Trend is consistent with damage to the Aurora's drive core, sustained during planet fall. Short-range scans suggest this biome supports extensive biodiversity and connects to a number of small cave networks. New blueprint acquired. Thirty seconds. detecting sulfur deposits in the local cave systems. Sulfur is an essential component of the repair tool. Be advised, a common complication for cave divers is loss of orientation 30 seconds, followed by eventual asphyxiation. Oxygen. New blueprint acquired. 30 seconds. New blueprint acquired. Thirty seconds. Fabricator cooks small organisms while disposing of the skeletal structure, bodily fluids, and internal organs, thus rendering them safe for human consumption. life pod secondary systems online. Running full environment diagnostic and outputting results to databank. The Sea Glide will increase your effective exploration range. For your safety, please pack supplies for long journeys and stay within 5 kilometers of the nearest life pod or habitat. Local scans show a nearby cave entrance, depth 90 meters, leading to an unknown environmental biome. Silver-based wiring kits are an essential component of many habitat modules. Passing 100 meters, oxygen efficiency decreased.
Hello. How are you today? Not too much stuff. At least I got copper.
Continued degradation of the Aurora's drive core may result in a quantum detonation. Continuing to monitor.
The objective is to survive and escape the planet. Right now, I'm trying to find pieces to make certain things. So right now, I'm trying to find pieces of objects that I can skin so I can make them later as either objects or tools. Or in my case, scavenge resources so I can make certain things. And right now, I'm hunting quartz so I can make a higher pressure oxygen tank so I can stay down longer. And right now, I'm looking for pieces as well while I look for the quartz stuff that I can scavenge along the way. It's like these little sandstone chunks can give me lead or silver, which I can use to make stuff for like CPUs and whatnot. And in my case, there's a whole bunch of blueprints that I can get out of stuff like that with my scanner tool. So in my case, if I want certain vehicles or to have certain power sources for any bases that I make, I need to find pieces of them so I can get them as blueprints later. So in my case here, I probably have scanner room parts, it looks like. Yep. Which will allow me to scan for certain resources or certain areas as I go along. The main blueprints that I'm looking for is anything to do with a sea moth or a... God, I forget the name of it. Basically, it's a submarine. A laser cutter is also one that I'm looking for fragments of. Anything to do with power. So like a thermal generation room, a biological generation room. I don't know what the actual name of it is. I think it's bioreactor. That kind of stuff is what I'm trying to keep an eye out for. So bioreactor. So I can take basically like plants, fish, whatever, throw it in there and it'll react it in such a way that I have power. Which is useful in areas where there's might be a lot of vegetation, but not exactly a lot of power sources. That can go. Where's the gold? I just saw it. Oh, there it is.
30 seconds.
Still looking for quartz.
Detecting increased foreign bacteria levels in the water. Performing a self-scan is advised.
You don't have anything useful on you. Quartz, quartz. Where's the quartz?
Passing 100 meters.
Right.
Oxygen
I still need
efficiency
more
decreased.
quartz, but I need to make room for it. Wait, I just saw quartz. There it is. It's hiding in the grass.
Seconds.
Right.
blueprint acquired.
Hello there. Hope you are doing well today.
The Builder tool is designed to construct habitats capable of withstanding extreme environmental conditions.
I am. Don't let my voice fool you as far as like how it sounds. I'm kind of just waking up for the day.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased. Passing 200 meters. Oxygen efficiency greatly decreased. Oxygen.
Yeah, pulling it close is what I always end up doing in this game. Kinda have to. Right now I'm looking for silver. How much silver do I even have? None. Got it.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased. 30 seconds. Oxygen.
Definitely taking advantage of the quartz. Seems I was having a problem finding that earlier. Always get rid of the titanium for useful resources. You can always find titanium easily later.
30 seconds.
This is why I need that bigger oxygen tank.
30 seconds. Oxygen.
This is Ozzy from the cafeteria. What the hell, guys? They didn't warn us this might happen. Our pod was almost crushed by the Seamoth Bay on the way down. Now we're hanging on the edge of a cave system, and this grim-looking snake thing's trying to eat through the hull. Come get us already.
Signal location uploaded to PDA.
Oh, I know. I just don't ever bother with it. At this point, it's more like just getting by until I can get the Seamoth.
Warning. Local radiation readings suggest the Aurora's drag core has reached critical state. Quantum detonation will occur within 2 hours. New blueprint acquired. New blueprint acquired. Integrating new PDA data. New blueprint acquired. Seek intake. Vital signs stabilizing. Calorie intake recommended.
Right now I'm trying to reacquaint myself with like the different areas and figure out if there's any place I would like to set up a base. I think here is where I'm gonna kind of put it. Go ahead and get some air real quick.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Anything, I think I'm gonna put it somewhere here. That way, if I get the moon pull, I can have it here. It'll allow me to kind of expand in the future. Couldn't get out of it there for a second.
30 seconds.
Nope, didn't get the full thin air. Okay. I really need a multi-room, but I'm not at that point to try to make that distance yet. But I can at least get this started. And it'll exactly be... can't speak. It will definitely be in such a way that I can't miss it. Alright. So we got some of that going. Right now, bare minimum for power. Well, it's not much, but it's a start. I can at least get air down here. Now, food is definitely something I need to worry about right now. I forget which part of this that I can eat.
Vital signs stabilizing.
What's it gonna take to build a fabricator? Oh, just table coral. Alright. That should be an easy requisition. thought I created a battery. Oh well. Oh, that's right, because I made the habitat builder and took the battery. Alright. While I'm over here thinking about it. Pretty much. If anything, it's just seaweed without all the salt.
Congratulations, survivor. You have exceeded your weekly exercise quotient by 500%. Data indicates that swimming was your favorite activity. Be sure to vary your routine for uniform muscle development. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Oh no, it blew up. Now I can explore it.
For your convenience, the radiation suit has been added to your blueprint database.
Oh, that's a wreck over there. I believe. Also, I hate to admit it, but I seem to have misplaced my base that I just started. I'll get back to the life pod, create a battery, and I can zip around and find it. Hello. No, this isn't the first playthrough. It's just it's been a while since I've played it, so I'm kind of just getting back into it, if that makes sense. Kind of trying to remember what I used to do.
Pod 6. I have a passenger on board. Coordinates attached. We've landed a kilometer from the crash site, but there's radiation in between us and the rendezvous. Request immediate assistance. 6 out.
Signal coordinates corrupted. Approximate transmission origin recorded to data bank.
If I had to put a number to it, this is probably like the 4th or 5th one. Because I know when this came to early access, I was trying to play it then. If I remember correctly, they had it on early access on the Xbox One when I was playing it then. Then I managed to finally get a PC, was playing it there, and watched it as it changed. I never put the battery back in here. You get the good battery. Oh yeah, I never cooked the peeper. I know by the time they actually managed to get the story together, I did want to say about 3 actual full playthroughs, like start to finish, building the rocket, getting off the planet. But the amount of restarts between updates and everything, it just, I don't want to say it killed trying to play it, but it was one of those things that was like, okay, I'm gonna give it a while. When they do a major update, that way they don't do a whole bunch of smaller updates. And then by the time they actually got the game going, it was, alright, let me take what I know. Let's see what we can do. Alright. Since I got all that, where's my peeper?
Vital signs stabilizing.
I still got one of these. I can cheat and just do that. I think that would be interesting, but I feel like so many people would just be like, all that effort only to just end up back on the damn planet. You can never escape. Alright. And let me admit my fault and figure out where the hell I put my base. Actually, depending on what resources I have. Yeah, let me find the base. Ooh, wreck. Before I made that base, I really should have made a damn beacon.
Passing 100 meters.
I've already got the bioreactor. So you're just titanium from me. Any good scannables? No. Scan room. I think I already got the scan room. Yep. Nothing in there. Honestly, when I look at the term like playthrough, I kind of just mean like from beginning to end. Unless you're counting attempts. Then if it's attempts, then we're at like 37 here.
Seconds.
Yeah, just salvage. Any pieces over here? No. Honestly, this is like one of the easier wrecks to find. Especially when I get that scanner room done. Alright, what do you got over here? Ooh. Another fragment for the sea moth. Should be my last scan then. Yep. And PDA.
Integrating new PDA data. Integrating new PDA data.
Another major wreck. By the way, I will give you all full permission for this. If you see something that I don't see, especially if it's a scannable or a fragment possible area or even a wreck, by all means, call me out on it. Oh great, the abyss. Yeah, don't want to be over here yet. Mushroom forest, yay! Oh, there it is. And trust me, I've seen a lot in this game. Not everything, but a lot. I once had a playthrough early on when they were doing the updates. I was playing on Xbox One. I had just started the world, and literally the following week I had gotten a sea moth, I had gotten the prawn soup, was starting to work on the sub, and they did an update, and for some reason no wildlife spawned. You couldn't find the mushrooms, you couldn't find peepers, you couldn't find water out of the bladderfish, all that sort of thing. So my run got stuck very quick. Actually, yeah, because I need you over here. Do I still have any quartz? Yeah. So for the meanwhile, solar panels it is till I get some... Wait, what was I missing for that? Oh, copper. Ain't worried about that. Yeah. Just need to find the fragments along the side of this hill here. Ooh, sandstone. Lead. Good for expanding the base. Silver. Love to see it. What are you? Oh, that's a fragment I want. Damn you, tigerfish. What do we got over here? The final fragment that I need.
blueprint acquired.
I believe I had already scanned this earlier. It's where I got the scan room fragments and part of the sea moth. And up we go. Until I get to that island and get that multi-room scan. This is what I'm going to have to deal with for now. Oh yeah, that's right. Before I do anything, let me finish building this. So that way I don't short out the power consumption from the fabricator. Alright. I need that to be smaller, so... not taking up so much room. Just give me a standard big locker for right now. Thank you. Most of the good materials will go in here. Dead battery, table coral, sulfur, some water in case I need it, so that we don't have to create it. Alright. Should be able to build this now, actually, yeah. So let me go ahead and do... damn it, goldfish memory. What was it? Sulfur, rubber. Well, I'm between a whole bunch of creep vines, so... I can go do that really quick. So I don't actually remember what the hell creates silicone rubber, but I know it's from a creep vine. And if I'm wrong, I get some lubricant out of it. Leave. Or fiber mesh. Yep. Clusters for that. And then some mesh, so I can make a med kit. I believe it's under here. Yep. Help me out for now. Laser cutter. By the way, for those of you watching, does this sound okay? Like the game versus me or anything like that? Don't I have copper in here? No, I have gold in here. Okay.
Passing 100
Ooh,
meters.
jackpot.
Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Now, before I do any travels, the last thing, so I don't end up in the situation of trying to figure out where the hell this is. Oh, I don't even have all the scannable ingredients for a beacon.
Also, don't go home without us.
I have a cheat kind of way for getting that sort of beacon. Because I don't have the ingredients for a beacon, but I do for a scan room. I could use the cameras on the scan room to do so. Now I just need more copper. Titanium. besides, I need a scanner room anyway, so just going a step ahead for a different solution. Welcome back.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Right now, I've come up with a complicated solution to a simple problem, but one that will actually be quite handy. So I don't have beacon fragments yet to mark the base, but I do have scanner room fragments. So my genius idea, because I actually do need the scanner room, is I'm just going to build the scanner room because I can track the base off of the cameras. I'm starting to like where I set up my base more and more with all these parts everywhere here. Instead of the habitat builder... Wait. Oh, you gotta be joking me. Instead of the laser cutter tool, I built another repair tool. Oh, 1 second. I still will be playing.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
This is Avery Quinn, Trading Ship Sunbeam. Aurora, do you read? Over? Nothing but vacuum. These Altera ships. They run low on engine grease, send an SOS, you offer to help, they don't pick up. Aurora, I'm out on the far side of the system. It's gonna take more than a week to reach your position. Do you still need our assistance? Over. I'll try them again tomorrow. Damn charter's gonna have us blowing our credits running errands for Altera. See what the long-range scans pick up in the meantime.
Hopefully I'm not too loud. But yeah, the Aurora has already gone kaput. about it. Oh, it does. I just haven't been able to go and get the big room. This is just me having a spot in a place where I can expand further for now. I definitely need the big multi-purpose room. Hell, the scanner room is just because I don't have any fragments to build a beacon. So I'm using the cameras as a way to beacon the base so I don't lose it. Yeah, because I still gotta find another beacon fragment. By the way, does the game and me sound okay? Probably loud, but... Alright. Titanium ingot, which right now shouldn't be an issue. I will in a second. It was just, I needed to go fetch something really quick, so I did the scanner room to have that for the second. Because I was trying to go get cave sulfur, which I didn't need the scanner room to do because I knew where to kind of find it. But while I do this, it can scan for fragments. Because right now, power cell. No, it's 2 batteries for a power cell. I just forget what. Yeah, rubber. So take you. And your power cell's already dead anyway. I believe I still have a spare battery for you. Yep. Alright. It's found quite a couple fragments. Problem is, a lot of the ones that I kept skipping over here were mobile vehicle base. Alright. Before I get to that, what does it take for a sea moth? Another ingot, 2 glass, lead, and another power cell. Which means I need some more copper and stuff. Quartz I'm not too worried about, lead and whatnot. Yeah. In this case... Oh, I don't have the HUD chip, so...
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
So that'll be for the 2 batteries. What are you? Moonpool fragment. I was gonna say, you can't spawn next to the Aurora without mods and stuff like that, I believe. But if I did, this game would just get a lot more fun for me. A lot more hectic with a Leviathan over your shoulder. Okay, so that takes care of the copper. Already got the lead.
30 seconds.
Oh, that's just a salt deposit. Okay. Side note, call me curious. What does it take for HUD chip? I don't have that yet.
This is Officer Keenan, Lightpod 19. The captain is gone. I have assumed command. The last thing the captain
Wait,
did
that
was
was
give me
quartz, I need
coordinates
that.
for dry land. We regroup 1.5 kilometers southwest of the crash site. Stay together and good luck. This message will now repeat.
Rendezvous coordinates corrupted. Transmission origin coordinates downloaded. Signal location uploaded to
Once I get the
PDA.
sea moth, I'm gonna start doing some things out of order. I say out of order. Rather than getting radio calls telling me where to go, I'm just gonna start going to places I know that have resources. And right now, my biggest need for resources is titanium. Ooh. Let me get some air real quick. Indeed it is. I know by the time I ended up making a prawn suit, though, the moon pool just kept holding the sea moth for me. Should be some bits of titanium around
Passing
here.
100
If not, some
meters.
scannables that I can turn
Oxygen
into titanium.
efficiency decreased.
How's my inventory full already? Oh. Yeah, that would do it, wouldn't it? Let me do this. Hopefully a reef back doesn't steal this thing. Just because I said that, I'm gonna put this over here. Alright. That's not what I meant. Sea moth. Yeah, I just need to get the titanium ingots. Alright, back to over here. Because once I get the sea moth, I'm gonna go visit the island, get all the scannables, get the big room, and then I'm gonna go visit where the alien facility is. Try to get some magnetite, some diamonds and stuff from over there. Because as soon as I get the diamonds, I can build the laser cutter. Magnetite will help me with the HUD chip, so I can start looking for more fragments and whatnot. Anything in there? Nope. Inventory is full already. That's what happens when you pick up everything within a quarter mile of your facility. Oh, I know. For some reason, YouTube kept recommending me I think it was called the Red Plague. I kept seeing a bunch of videos for that, and I think Subnautica stuck in my head since
Aurora,
then as well.
this is Sunbeam again. We just picked up a massive debris field at your location. I didn't know how many of you... I didn't know. We're now en route to your location. We're gonna bring you home. Sunbeam out.
Oh, now you're gonna show
What
sympathy.
else can I say? The only time I parked a rig this big on a rock that small was in VR. And I blew it. It's a bad option, alright, but so are all the others.
I should have all the stuff for the sea moth, right? Yep. Now I just gotta create the glass. And then the power cell.
is a fast, safe mode of transport, but remember that swimming is good for your glutes and endorphin levels.
Where the hell's the pickup thing for this? Is it just from any set? There we go. That way I don't lose it. Alright.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
A lot of these materials need to go up. Because I need to keep this open so that way I can actually make room for the stuff I want to go get and bring back. The main thing though before I leave is I want to go ahead and catch myself up on hunger and thirst.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Oh, for some reason I thought that was a bladderfish for a second. More boomerangs. That's a bladderfish. That should be fine. Oh damn, I didn't realize they were gonna give me that much food. Alright. Forget the Seamoth naturally has storage already. Nope. Okay. Oh, I will, but the problem is I don't have the blueprint for the battery module or for the battery chargers. I need to get the laser cutter so I can start digging in wrecks to do so. Alright, where's the Aurora? Because that'll help me point myself in the right way. Once I get that multi-room, I can try to build the bioreactor, which I can just throw creep vines or plants in it, whatever for now, just to keep it going. Once I really get the diamonds and the magnetite, I can start actually using the scanner room to its potential to find wrecks or even just find pieces so that way I can actually build stuff. I will definitely have to check out LifePod 19, but usually most of the time I find pieces of it, but not the full thing. That's usually my problem in this game, is that where a certain area of it should be, I'll find one or two pieces of it, but never the full amount in that area. Even with like a wreck, for example, where it's like, oh, you see part of a laser cutter outside, go inside that wreck. It's not nearby-ish. If that makes sense. Hell, I once had a playthrough where I could not make the submarine because I found 2 pieces on the other side of the map from where I was looking for it, and it was damn near like having to go into the dead zone with the ghost leviathans just to find it. And no matter how many scanner rooms I made, how far the map I was looking, I just could not find the last piece that I needed.
This may be the migration path of a huge bottom-dwelling
Am I still going the right way? I feel like I should have hit this place by now. It's from the Aurora. Yeah, because that's the wreck of the Aurora. Just need to be able to get my bearings for a second. Oh, excuse me.
Picking up multiple energy signatures on the island's surface. Self-scan complete. Vital signs normal. Detecting trace amounts of foreign bacteria. Continuing to monitor. New blueprint acquired.
Yeah, I'll wait for the other base to scan that.
Preparing the day's water ration ahead of time will help ensure against dehydration and eventual death. New blueprint acquired. New New blueprint acquired. Integrating new PDA data.
Oh, it's just right there. Alright. Is that the side with the little base? Yeah.
New blueprint acquired.
Alright. Don't die getting down there. Come on. Now the multi-purpose room is something we can build.
New blueprint acquired. Integrating new PDA data. New blueprint acquired. New blueprint acquired. Integrating new
Ooh, a free
PDA
battery.
data.
Ow.
Integrating new PDA data.
Alright, let's see. Honestly, I kind of want to try the lantern fruit. But that's just me. Which room do I have? Okay. Because I do want a little bit of the Chinese potatoes, the lantern fruit, and the marble melons. And apparently this is not a good way up. Need to take some water. Man, he barely jumps. Alrighty. Well, thank you for stopping by. I did enjoy your presence here. And I hope you have a good day. Take care now.
Integrating new PDA data. New blueprint acquired.
I think I forgot to get one scan from that base. It might be a different base than I'm thinking of, but it was like a wall. Yeah, like the walls had some growth on it. Yeah, in there. There we go. Wall planter. Alright.
New blueprint acquired.
Now, everything that I want to get on this island has been gotten. We've got the purple tablets. I've got the plants that I want to get. Because once I have the lantern fruit, marble melon, and the Chinese potatoes, I really don't need to worry about getting water or food. I just have to worry about having enough planters for them.
Welcome
Alright.
aboard, Captain.
Now I need to go back to my base, build a large room, and actually make planters for these. I will be right back really quickly. Alright, well, sorry about that. I am back. I had someone that was trying to solicit in my doorway. They were starting to ask the people I live with questions about things that they honestly had no business asking. The thing is, in my area, I'm not sure if this is just for the US or whatever, but there's been this scam that's been going on, and the story is the same, but they all ask the same sort of questions. But the way they ask them, it never comes across in such a way that it's kind. And basically what the scam is they ask you like, oh, well, we do, security cameras, and we try to do stuff for like medical for like older folks and stuff like that. But the problem that I had with was this person, they were asking all these questions about like these other houses. Are there people in them? Are they abandoned? Do we know these people? That sort of thing and whatnot. And in the beginning, I literally told her, I was like, listen, not interested. And she's like trying to peek into my house and saying like, oh, it's hot out here, can we talk inside? And it's like, listen, I'm not interested. Please exit my doorway. And she's still going on about these questions like, look, I'm not interested. Please leave, or I'm closing this door. So if you have anyone that's asking you about cameras, asking you about the other houses, what kind of cameras and stuff you have, all you need to know is just do not come by.
Signal location uploaded to PDA.
They didn't put the habitat builder on me. What the hell? This doesn't attach to any part of this? Yeah, well. I guess we'll just put this here. I need titanium.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased. It may be prudent to separate work and leisure spaces to maximize productivity.
Oh, I see. Oh, you gotta be joking me.
Never forget that it is not.
Alright, well, I'll do this. But the inventory is full. Alright. I believe I did not put anything in the end there. Yeah, I did. Alright.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
I'll move it in a second. I just need to get everything moved and transferred over to here.
Seek fluid intake.
Oh, did they change this? You can't put any wall lockers here now? Whatever. Of course, it's a titanium issue.
Vital signs stabilizing.
Organization's gonna be a later problem. There we go. Wait, why did I eat them? Oh, I was trying to drop them. Shit.
Vital signs stabilizing.
Alright, so I have the indoor grow bed part dealt with. I at least have the base going. Bioreactor. Yeah, I need to get some more titanium. Need how much titanium? Then I need to get a wiring kit. Alright, so that's that taken care of. Now what I really need to do is go hunt for... Don't I have marble... Yeah, I have marble melon in there. Now, without eating the rotten fruit, let's get rid of it. Now, I need to go find some titanium.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Yep, camera will do. I don't need the scanner room at the moment. What's this?
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Free titanium, that's what that is.
This is Sunbeam. You know Aurora. We're from a little transgov on the far side of Andromeda, and we have a saying there. There's no bad without the good, no good without the bad. Sounds like you tasted a bunch of the former, but that only means you're overdue a whole lot of the latter. Might just be we're in. We're scanning for somewhere to park. We'll be in touch when we find it. Sunbeam out.
A reliable power source is a critical step towards self-sufficiency. Consider keeping a photojournal of your achievements to motivate you in times of despair. Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased. Seek fluid intake. Vital signs stabilizing.
All right. Actually.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
What the? Okay, Astra, why are you not accepting my headphone connection from my phone here? So, I won't say that I know everything, but I kind of do have an idea for what I'm doing. For you, let's see, made the Cyclops. Okay, so you've managed to make the submarine, but you don't have the prawn suit and all that stuff yet. So, for you right now, it would just be you need to do some exploring. Your best bet that you could do, if you've already gotten to this point where the Aurora has opened up, some of the prawn suit stuff is in the Aurora, and some of the upgrades are in the Aurora too. So you can find a def module in there, I believe, or at least the blueprints to make some, and some of the pieces for the prawn suit are in there too. One of the other things that you can do as well is make what's called a scanner room. You know, explore, find the pieces for a scanner room. And you can also do that as well and just scan for fragments. These islands, because there's 2 of them, have the pieces needed for some of the upgrades that you need. So like the one with the alien gun facility, whatever, on it, that one should have magnetite and diamonds. And then the other island will have stuff for like scannables for like bigger rooms. The purple alien tablet and just plants and stuff like that you can use to like help keep yourself alive. But a lot of it is just going to be looking for wrecks and trying to see if you can't find pieces from those wrecks. And the problem with the wrecks, though, is that you need the laser cutter. So again, it's going to be a lot of exploring, trying to find the laser cutter, and then these outcrops here that contain like diamonds, magnetite, and stuff like that. Which is actually what I'm doing. I don't have a lot of the upgrades and stuff like that. So I'm just early on, just built the Seamoth. I could go for the scanner room, but the problem is I don't have what's called a HUD chip. So I can't see what the scanner room provides me. So I can't go find what it sees. And a lot of it is, ooh, there's the Leviathan. Need to not become target number 1 here. That's the outcrop I'm looking for. But a lot of it is just exploring and trying to find little pieces of stuff that you can use. And right now my biggest thing is diamonds and magnetite. Which when I get to another area, magnetite will be easier to find. But I know there's a chance for magnetite to be here.
Your current bill stands at 3 million credits.
Actually, I just passed it. Right there. It would also help when you do your exploring, you do so in the day. And not at night like me. Oh, lithium too. And that was a warper. I do not want to mess with a warper. Because he'll be an asshole and do stuff like that. Of course. Alright, thanks to the warper forcing my hand, I really need to go get a med kit. Yeah. For the rocket, you need to venture deep into the planet. If I remember correctly, you need to venture deep into the planet and essentially find... Because I'm trying to tell you without telling you everything as far as like story-wise. Basically, you need to try to explore in such a way to go further down. Because it's mainly because there's a story there, and I don't want to reveal the story like that. Because I know there's people probably watching here that amazingly might not know the story, but I just don't want to be the one that tells everything, if that makes sense. I mean, there's a difference between asking for help and revealing it, and my problem is I tend to reveal everything, so I'm trying not to do that. It's nothing on you. It's just I know I'm an open book.
Playing partially translated broadcast.
9 new biological subjects designated. Mode. Hunting. Analyzing. Sharing subject locations with other
So I did manage to get one piece of magnetite. I'm gonna go ahead and head back to the base, and then I'm gonna call it for this stream. I'm not sure if I'll do another stream tonight of this, but I would definitely like to continue this further. I just know I haven't really eaten anything, and I decided to go straight into a stream. So I'm gonna go back, make the laser cutter, and then end it. And then the next stream will be looking for upgrades. Oh no, you're good. If I had to give you some tips and stuff like that to help you continue, is definitely explore the islands if you haven't already. Try to explore the Aurora. And when I say explore the islands, I mean for both of them you definitely want to explore around, kind of look and see what's on top and bottom. And don't just stick to the sides of the island, like, because the one that I was just on that you saw where the warper was moving me away and stuff like that. Definitely try to explore down to the base of it too, because a lot of times you'll find useful stuff. There is a lot of biomes to this game, so there's a lot of different areas to find either wrecks or supplies that you need. Like, I think there's a kelp forest, mushroom forest, the dead zone, and a few others that I just can't name off the top of my head. But they'll definitely hold some upgrades for you. And if you're not sure, anything that looks like a little box or part of a wreck or so, definitely explore around it. And worst comes to worst, always have your scanner tool out, because you never know what is something that you can scan. But prawn suit stuff is toward the Aurora. A lot of times the bigger wrecks that you need the laser cutter for will house the other stuff for upgrades, def modules, stuff like that. So all I can say is good luck. Scanner room is your friend. If you can build a scanner room is your friend. And also, don't be afraid to take down the scanner room, start another base somewhere, and put up the scanner room there. Or even build multiple. Because at the very least with the scanner room, it'll tell you what's in the area that you can find. Not even just where it's at, just if you pull it up, it'll sit there and be like, hey, you've got these outcrops, or there's wrecks or fragments. So it'll give you a general idea that, yes, in that vicinity, there's stuff you can find. Oh, hiccup. Alright. I need to build a laser cutter. So I need cave sulfur and a battery. I do not want to use a full battery if I can help it, so swap that out for an almost dead battery. And then tools, laser cutter. And to think I did that entire stream without saving. Titanium, there's a lot of sources you can get for titanium. One of the best things you can do is when you're looking around scanning everything, try to scan fragments that you've already scanned, because if you've already gotten the blueprint for it, it will turn it into titanium. So depending on what it is that you scan, so you get like a part of a bioreactor fragment or part of a sea moth fragment or part of a laser cutter fragment, that's 2 or 3 titanium easy. Not to mention the big pieces of like little wreckage that's like salvage, that's also titanium that you can use. Not to mention there's little outcrops. Actually, I think there's some nearby here.
Passing 100 meters.
Yeah.
Oxygen
So like
efficiency
these little
lost.
outcrops here, the limestone ones, they can house titanium, copper, stuff like that. But the game is complicated, so I don't fault you for trying to figure out certain avenues and stuff. Worst comes to worst, you could always do a to like get used to the game, since you don't have internet and stuff like that and you can play it. Go in, do a creative mode, and just get used to certain areas. Worst comes to worst, you can go into creative, build a sea moth or a cyclops, and just roam the planet. Just see what you can find, see what you can do, and you can take that knowledge and put it into an actual run, and that way you can kind of see where everything's at. So you can go through and look and see like the kelp forest, see where the certain enemies are and how to deal with them and stuff like that. And you can kind of get a sense of what upgrades do what and whatnot, so that way you know what you're looking for. Because at the very least, you could use it to practice looking into wrecks, or at the very least, exploring different areas without the fear of like dealing with hunger, water, health, oxygen, that sort of thing. Hell, you could also use it for making your base, so you can figure out what upgrades you want and what things you can kind of strive for in your base, or even just what will work for a base. So it's like, yeah, you have the platforms and you can build stuff, but it's, can it support that weight? Can it be powered by this and stuff like that? So you could do something along those lines, or even just freedom. Not even a creative run, just do a freedom run where you don't have to worry about the water, the oxygen, stuff like that. You can just go through and play. But that's gonna be it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. And for those of you that are watching it as a VOD later, hopefully you enjoy this. I'm definitely planning to continue this more. I'm sorry I don't do schedules for this, so it's kind of when I stream, I stream. If you like what you see, definitely subscribe, because I will be doing this more. Worst comes to worst, you can always put on the bell notification, so that way you can see when I go live. You know, I could actually plug this and do this here. Technically, I help a friend with his streaming channel and stuff like that. And I have a little section where like I do little uploads and stuff like that. So I could share it. The only problem is that server, they don't allow people that are 18 younger, due to some issues they've been having with a lot of people causing commotions and problems and stuff like that. Worst comes to worst, just subscribe to this channel. I will definitely post something that is my own server, so that way people can see where I am and when I go live and that sort of thing, if you enjoy that sort of thing. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Take care.